SimWorld presents Around the Table with Coach D and the Fat Man.
What's up, everybody? It's the B.O.B., and I'm here with a solo edition of Around the Table with Coach Dodge and the Fat Man, the podcast we talk about whatever we want. Today, I would kind of want to beat a topic, like a dead horse. Is that the saying? Beat it like a dead horse, beat it to the whatever it is. I wanted to touch on the topic. It's been talked about for a couple of days. It's talked about on SimWorld today, yesterday, but it is the SWBA All-Star Game. You got to do something to make it mean something, to make the players care about it. I love skills competitions, but I don't. Wemby and Chris Paul had a great idea to try and win that competition, but at the same time, kind of made a joke out of it. I want to see stars really put their skills to the test if we're going to have these skill games and stuff like that. The All-Star Game. I'm not a big fan of not a big fan of the SWBA All-Star Game regardless, because there's no defense played. SWFL has essentially taken their All-Star Game over the years. They've just taken all the fun out of it. Truly, if we're talking about all-star games that have mattered in the past, one thing that I would really like to, let me go back to complaining. Sorry, let me go back to complaining. I don't like first team to 40, first team to da-da-da. That the year that Kobe passed away and they had the special little thing for him. I'm cool with that. I think that was great. But this playing to 40 and stuff like that, it's just not for me. I want to see a game played. Shorten the minutes. I don't care. I know the SWBA is talking about that. It's been floated around, maybe cutting off. I think it's like 2 minutes a quarter or something like that. But I just don't like these. First teams, whatever. Play a game. I don't know. 8-minute quarters, something like that, and make the win mean something. The SWBL ended it, I think it was 2016, I think it was 2017, something like that. The team that won the All-Star Game won home field advantage for the championship, for the World Series. I like that. You're really playing for something. Is that necessarily fair? I need something that's a little more exciting, something that people are going to play their hardest for. Again, jumping to the SWFL, I mean, I'm sure everybody who's old enough to remember, I loved when you saw Sean Taylor blast Brian Moorman in the All-Star Game in the SWFL. What was that, 2005, 2006, something like that? Absolutely blasted him. Hey, ran a fake punt, free game, right? Played hard. That was also the kind of player that Taylor was. He wasn't gonna half something at all. So, but things just slowly changed. Worried about injuries, all this stuff. Obviously, with the SWFL, they can't make any drastic changes like that because there is no home field advantage unless you're lucky enough to be a team who wins it the year that their city has been picked for the Super Bowl. But we just need to do something with All-Star games. The SWHL has done something interesting this year with their 4-team thing, just like the SWBA did. But it felt a little more exciting. But I guess that really has a lot to do with the fights and stuff like that, which you're not going to be able to see in any other sport unless it's a combat sport. But yeah, I just think for the SWBA, I love the idea of the winning team. Go back to the 2-team format. You can do all these other fun things in some other way. But I say go back to the 2-team format, and the winning team gets home court advantage, gets home court advantage in the playoffs for the SWBA championship, or not in the playoffs, so just the championship series. I think that winning team, that means something. We want to see these best players, the best players in the world, playing the best basketball in the world, or the best football in the world, the best whatever sport in the world. And unless it means something, we're never going to see it. We're not going to see it. So I think a drastic change like that, and I don't think it's really a bad change. It's not going to really hurt anybody. I think having that kind of change would really, really, really help out the game itself, help out the sport. I want to see people playing defense. I don't want to see the 180 to 182 games and things like that. But again, I know that it kind of, with the way sports has gone in general, we always complain about, oh, basketball is different. It's not the way that was played in the 90s. And do I like it? No. Do I wish they could still play the way they did in the 90s when it came to the tough defense? Absolutely. But every sport has done something for player safety. SWBA, no hand checking. I mean, pretty much anything's a foul anymore. SWFL, tackling is it's an offensive sport. Might as well just make it 7-on-7. Even hockey, you really got rid of they tried to eliminate the enforcer role, or not the enforcer role, but the role of an enforcer. So every sport has done something for the player safety, or to try and eliminate injuries, stuff like that, and really to go towards offense in their league. It's only a matter of time until the SWHL decides to double the size of their net, so we can see 10 to 8 games, 10 to 8 scored games in hockey on a consistent basis. But yeah, I just think, again, certain aspects of the All-Star weekends are fun, but you just have to make it you have to make it mean something. Have these skill competitions. I love the skill competitions, but again, make the game mean something so that these players are going out there and playing their hardest. Because I don't want to go out there and see, anyway, LeBron, Curry, Irving, anybody. I don't want to see these guys going out there and not trying. I mean, you get free lanes to the basket every single trip down. Play defense, make it mean something. Again, I know we're beating this topic like a dead horse, but whatever. Again, I'm using the saying again, and I don't know if that's how it's said. I know we're beating it, but let me know what you guys think. What kind of changes do you think could make it exciting? What kind of, even if it's a drastic change, what do you think could be done to make the players want to play harder? Because during the time that the game is played, you can have significant impacts on the playoffs, on the championship series. So let me know. Let me know, and we'll see if anybody has a great idea. Maybe the SWBA will take it into effect, or kick it into effect in the next couple of seasons. But I appreciate you guys as always, and I hope you guys have a great rest of your week.